Bill of material, also known as BOM, which is the most important part in every industry where manufacturing is key important part for the entire product. In this video, we are going to learn about what is bill of material and what are the key important parts to consider while designing BOM and also how to create one. So let's get started. Hi everyone, I'm Vaibhav Sugandhi, co-creator at Linked Frequency and passionate PCB designer working in ESDM industry from last 7 years. In this video, I'm going to explain you in a simplified way what is bill of material and why it is used in ESDM industry. The first thing is bill of material is a list of components which are essential for manufacturing any product, which is organized in a certain way so that the assembly process becomes more organized and more easy for the production of any product. Consider, for example, a smartwatch. In that case, display, battery, buttons, and so many other components are the materials required for the assembly of a PCB inside. And these products or these components are listed in one Excel sheet in a such a way that it is easy for the assembly person to assemble in a sequential manner. This is what bill of material is all about. Bill of material is not native to ESDM industry. It is widely used in mechanical industry and other industries seamlessly as a BOM for organizing their production process. Now let's talk about the key components in bill of material. First thing is we need to have a name of the component. For example, battery or maybe microcontroller or maybe display device. Second key component is designator. Designator is the indication of the bill of material on the PCB itself. For example, on my PCB, if we have two controllers, we name them as a U1 and U2 for easy understanding for the assembly person. And that U1 is nothing but a designator. Like that, we have a designator for resistor as R1 and for inductor L1, L2, and so on. So these designators are need to be mentioned in a sequential way in bill of material such a way that it is easy for any person to pick that particular component and or solder them sequentially on the PCB without any hassle. Third key component is manufacturer detail. These bill of materials are the way in which we procure the component from the industrial vendors. So when we go for vendors to purchase the component, we cannot tell them what kind of a component we want in a generic way. We need to ask them a specific part number. This is where the datasheet analysis and datasheet study comes into handy. That is where we get to know what is the ordering part number, and that ordering part number and the manufacturer name and other details are essential to mention on this bill of material. That is why manufacturer information is a one key component in bill of material. Last but not the least, quantity is the important key factor in bill of material. Because while we are ordering the component from the vendor, we need to know how many quantity to order. That is where the quantity part comes into the picture. And also, when a assembly person is assembling the component on the PCB, based on the number of PCBs to be assembled, they collect the component from the store. And that information is also necessary to have a quantity on bill of material. These are the four important key factors in bill of material. Other than these, there are several components or several details to be mentioned on bill of material based on the project, based on the industry, and based on the assembly process. Now let's talk about how to create a bill of material. First thing first, we need to have a small template for ourselves. Based on your project, based on your company, we need to create a specific template which is industrial standard as well as easy for your design engineer to understand as well as create it. So that's why template is very essential. If you need a template from our side, comment down below template. We will share you the detail further in that comment section. First thing in this particular bill of material is we have a serial number. We need to mention how many components are in this particular bill of material. So that's why serial number has to be mentioned at the first. Second column is all about the name of the component. For example, connector, resistor, capacitor, inductor, or maybe any specific IC part number, for example, Atmega 328P. Next column is all about the designator. We need to mention the designator or designators for that particular component. For example, if we have four resistors, with a 1 kilo ohm. In name section, we name it as 1 kilo ohm resistor. And in designator, we give a designator for where these resistors to be soldered. For example, R1, R2, R3, and R4. Next few columns will be all about the manufacturer detail. For example, first one is all about a manufacturer name. Second one will be a manufacturing number or manufacturer part number. Third one is description. These are essential to order the component based on the industry requirement. In between manufacturer column and also a designator column, there is one more column called footprints. This particular column is subject to matter because some people will not like to add it, but some people are very essential to add it. Why? Because it ensures whatever component you are procuring matches with the footprint that we have used in design activity. Most of the time, if we give a copper part number, manufacturer part number, then we need not to worry about it. But in some cases, it is very essential. After this manufacturing part number, we always add a supplier part number and supplier detail. Why? Because this will help us to connect with the supplier in their particular quantity and category of the component so that they can understand their SKU number to supply the component. It is essential when you are ordering the component from the vendor where they are the distributor for multiple components. Last but not the least, we need to mention the quantity per PCB and also quantity for the entire product activity. For example, if we are making a 5 quantity as prototype, then in quantity per PCB, we'll mention a register for 5 resistor, what we discussed previously, will mention as a 5 quantity, but in a quantity section, we will mention it as a 25 because 5 quantity for each PCB, it will be 25 quantity for 5 PCBs. This is how the entire BOM has to be created. I hope you enjoyed the process of understanding and exploring the concept of bill of material in ESDM industry. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you again in the next one. Until then, tune yourself to make a difference.